So the Supercars Championship is starting up in just under a month, and everyone has their own opinions and predictions on who's going to do well here, who's going to not do well here, and who's going to win the championship. But what do I think will happen? Well, I've got 10 predictions on this upcoming Supercars Championship, and then we can look back at the end of the year to see how much it's aged like dog crap. If you like this video and you want to see more from me, give a subscribe and a like. The support would be appreciated. I will be uploading videos from now on YouTube once per week. For us, or for me, it'll be Saturday afternoon when they upload. For you, look at your own time zones and compare that between New Zealand time. So the first prediction is, I think Cooper Murray will be the top place rookie out of the rookie fight. This year we've only got 2 rookies, but they are 2 very impressive rookies. Cooper Murray and Kai Allen. They have both got impressive resumes, winning championships in cars. Cooper Murray won the Carrera Cup Championship and Kai Allen won the Super 2 Championship. Why do I think Cooper Murray will get the leg over Kai Allen, even though Kai Allen is in the better team? Literally just thinking of how he did in a Triple 8 car. Now, the Triple 8 car is very different to an Erebus car, but in that wild card in Darwin, he impressed massively. And the impressive train just kept on chugging until the endurance races, when he was a dark horse for the win. I think they will be tight in the championship. But I think Cooper Murray will just edge him out, even if it's just by 1 or 2 positions. Prediction number 2, I think we will get at least 1 new winner in this championship. And by that I mean race winner. There were a lot of guys last year that were very close to race wins. 2 on the top of my head I can think of, Thomas Randall and Ryan Wood. And the likes of, well, use Cooper Murray for an example. There's another guy that could win a race. Jack LeBrock's already a winner. But someone else that hasn't won a race could win a race. Cameron Hill maybe. Those guys that have just gotten so close to the win. James Golding is another one. That's 5 drivers that I reckon could possibly win a race in 2025. Although I think Thomas Randall is probably the more obvious pick for new race winner, because he's got so close to winning. He's gotten every spot on the podium but the top spot. So hopefully for his sake that changes this year. My cat is joining me for this one. Prediction number 3, I think Anton De Pasquale will instantly outpace David Reynolds at Team 18. Charlie Schwartz is bringing back the Erebus 2018 to 2020 Dream Team and bringing in Anton De Pasquale from DJR. Now, I know it's David Reynolds' team now and he's been there for the longest, being a year, but I could see it last year. Davey's losing pace. I mean, if David Reynolds hangs up the helmet with James Courtney, he will be the most senior driver on the grid. He had the speed at Grove, but at Team 18, in the second half of the championship, he was quite arse. I mean, he nearly wrote off 2 cars at Bathurst and Adelaide. So I think Anton will get into that 18 car and instantly outpace Davey in the 20 car. He might even get a podium for Charlie Schwartz's team. Anton is still good. He has proven that in DJR, even last year when he won the JR trophy. He just will have those like flashes of speed. He might even qualify for the finals, but I think the finals predictions will be a completely different video. Prediction number 4, DJR will get wins and improve from last year. They basically have poached quite a lot of the Erebus team, including the Erebus team that won Bathurst. Brody Kostecki and George Commons will still have that combination. They even have Todd Hazelwood back as a co-driver, and Tom Moore is engineering Will Davison, so I think both drivers could get wins. Brody Kostecki, it's obvious, I mean, he's very talented. You don't accidentally win a championship. Well, you do in NASCAR. But his mechanical mind that's how he works with his engineer so well. He's so mechanically minded that he knows where a problem is and he fixes it with the engineer. So I think he will get a couple of wins at least, and I think Will Davison will get 1 more win in what would potentially be his last season. Number 5, a wildcard driver will get a top 10 finish in a race. So far we know of what could possibly be 3 wildcards. You've got Cameron Crick and Matt Stone, you've got the 888 Zach Bass Craig Lowndes car, and you've got the Matt Charter car. And there's probably going to be more entered into the championship. So you've got a lot of options there for their potential top 10. And Cooper Murray and Craig Lowndes proved last year that top 10s as a wildcard part-timer is possible. So I think 888 is the most obvious option. But if like Tickford, Matt Stone could pull one out of the arse with Cameron Crick. I think Premier's trying to get a wild card with Nathan Hearn. There are a lot of wild cards in the rumour mill for this season. So there's, like I said, a lot of options, but I think 888 will be the most obvious one. And I think it will happen with Zach Bates driving solo. Going back to the final series, my next prediction is that we will get a total of 7 teams in the final series. The parity across the grid is amazing. You have you've got 888, yes, they're above and beyond, but you've got other teams in the mix, and I can list quite a lot of. Just last year you had Walkinshaw, Tickford, Dick Johnson Racing, Grove, Premier, Matt Stone Racing, fucking Erebus. That's 7 teams there that have been in contention with 888. So I think there will be a good range of teams in this new final series for the season. Number 8, I think BJR will win the Golden Rattlegun back. Last year was the first year that they didn't win it since 2017. This is just a simple, fast prediction. I think their pit stops are really their shining light, especially last year when they had a shit season. So I think they'll get that Golden Rattlegun back and put some more money into the kitty. Number 9, these are the 2 bold predictions: who will win Bathurst and who will win the championship. I think a Ford will win Bathurst. Yes, call me crazy. They haven't won Bathurst since 2019, but I think Ford will finally get that win that they've been looking for since Scott McLaughlin in 2019. What Ford wins Bathurst? I don't know, one of them. There's a lot of Fords that are in contention for Bathurst. I think a Ford will finally get a Bathurst win. And speaking of Fords, the last prediction of the championship, who will win the championship? I think it'll be Chaz Mostert. Using the advantage of this final series where everyone goes into the final 4 basically equal on points, I think Chaz Mostert could win this championship with a strong Adelaide. Really, because of the final series, the winner of the championship was a bit of a coin flip. I don't know what last year I thought Cameron Waters would win the championship. It was obviously going to be a 888 car. But I think Chaz Mostert will finally get that first championship win that he's been looking for almost, over 10 years now. Quick final 5 predictions as honourable mentions. I think the Ben 500 will be shit. Aaron Love will tear up more gear. James Courtney will have one last good result in him. Topor will attract more than 50,000 people, and then a next New Zealand round will be introduced for the next season. And I think Mark Scape will call 10 tracks out of 13 tracks for this season a bullring. So that's my 10 predictions for the 2025 Supercars Championship. Leave your predictions down below and what you think will happen in the season. Drop a follow and a subscribe if you want to see more videos uploaded every Saturday afternoon for New Zealand time. And I'll be making a couple more Supercars videos in the next couple of weeks, including next week being my way too early final series prediction. So I'll see you in the next video.